How are you all? Are you all feeling happy? Are you all ready for the class? Okay, good. Shall we move into the lesson? Today, we are going to learn a part of a grammar. At once I say the word grammar, how many of you feel bored? How many of you feel afraid? Oh my God, why should I learn this grammar and all? How many of you think like that? Okay, grammar is nothing to worry about. It's just a tool which helps us to write and speak any language correctly, properly. Okay. Today we are going to learn something about noun phrase and noun class. What is this noun phrase and noun class? We all heard about noun, phrase, class, isn't it? Do you know what is noun? What is phrase? What is class? But today we are going to learn something about noun phrase and noun class. What is this? Let's see. Let me tell you what is noun. What is a noun? Just look around you once. What are the things you can see around you now in your home? Now I am in our school. I can see tables, chairs, textbooks, fan, green board, whiteboard, doors, windows. I can see all these things. Everything around us has its name, isn't it? I have my own name. You have your own name. Similarly, everything in this world has its own name. These naming words are called as noun. What is a noun? Naming words. Nouns are naming words. Naming words are nouns. Is that clear? Everything. Like cow, it's an animal. Cow, it's a name for that animal, isn't it? Dog is an animal. This dog, this word is the name for that particular animal. Birds, parrot. Then dove. We can see lion, tiger, all these animals, everything around us. Sun, moon, stars, sky, sea, river, mountain, everything around us has its own name. That naming word is noun. It may denote the name of a person, place, things or idea. What is idea? Patriotism, peace, Christianity, humanity. These are ideas, things, every objects around us. Then place, school, church, playground, market. All these are name of a place, isn't it? Person, like you and me. Ashwin, Sanjay, Sachin. These are names of persons, isn't it? So, noun is denoting the name of a person, place, things and idea. This is all about noun. Okay. What is a phrase? Phrase is a group of words which makes sense but not complete sense. Can you understand? Phrase is a group of words. A combination of letters is a word, isn't it? One word, apple, A-P-P-L-E. It's a combination of letters. Here I am talking about combination of words. We have a combination of 2 or 3 words. It makes sense but not a complete sense. That is called a phrase. Okay? Phrase is a group of words. It's a combination of words. It makes sense but not complete sense. It is all about phrase. Now let's move on to the clause. What is clause? Clause is similar to phrase. It's a group of words but it has a subject and a predicate. It has a subject and a predicate. For example, phrase. Phrase, already I have told you, it's a combination of words. It makes sense but not a complete sense. In addition to, in order to, in need of. All these are combination of words. It makes sense but not a complete sense. This is phrase. Then what about class? While he is sleeping. Here it is also a combination of words, but here we can find a subject and a predicate. It has a subject and a finite verb. What is a finite verb? Any verb that denotes or it indicates the tense, that is finite verbs. So phrase is a group of words which makes sense but not a complete sense. Class is also a group of words. It makes sense. It has a subject and a verb. It has a subject and a predicate. It has a subject and a finite verb. This is all generally we know about noun, phrase and class. Have you all understood, students? Let's see what is noun phrase and what is noun class. Noun phrase. Noun phrase is a group of words which act as a noun. What is the noun? Noun is a naming word. It denotes the name of a person, place, things or idea, isn't it? So here a phrase, group of words that is doing the work of a noun. It denotes the work of a noun. It is performing the action of a noun. That is what called noun phrase. What is a noun phrase? A phrase that is doing the work of a noun. It is acting as a noun. It looks like noun, but it is a group of words. It is a combination of words. Okay? What is a noun phrase? A combination of words is a phrase, isn't it? It makes sense but not a complete sense. This phrase which is acting as a noun. It is doing the role of a noun. That is what called noun phrase. A phrase that is doing the action of a noun. That is called as noun phrase. Here in this example, the conductor walked on the road. The conductor walked on the road. The passengers get angry. In these sentences, just observe keenly which are the words which is acting as noun here. The conductor. Here the conductor is the noun phrase. Here the passengers is the noun phrase. The is a word, conductor is another word. The passengers. So these words, a group of words, one or two or more words which is called as phrase. It has a sense but not a complete sense. This phrase is doing the action of a noun, that is called as noun phrase. Then what is the noun class? Very good. A class that is doing the action of a noun is called noun class. So what is the noun phrase? A phrase that is doing the action of a noun is called noun phrase. A class that is doing the action of a noun is called noun class. Can you understand what is the noun phrase? A phrase that is doing the action of a noun is called the noun phrase. A class that is doing the action of a noun is called noun class. Let me explain you in detail. Okay? Listen, these noun phrase and noun class, they are a combination of words, isn't it? As I have told you already. Why they are using these words instead of a dog? For example, dog. Dog is a noun, isn't it? It is a name of an animal. So dog is the name of an animal. It's a noun. Instead of this noun, they will use something. They will add some modifiers with this noun. A noun with a modifier. For example, dog is the noun here. But in a sentence, the big black dog with long hair is called as Tony. Here they are talking about a dog, just a dog. Here we have a noun as dog, isn't it? But how they are mentioning the big black dog with long hair is called Tony. The thing is, the dog is called Tony. That is what the sentence is. Here the dog is the noun. Okay, here we are talking about noun phrase. And that's why in noun phrase they are adding a noun with some modifiers, some extra adjectives there. Big, black, long hair. They are adding some modifiers with that noun. That is what called noun phrase. Okay. What is noun phrase? Instead of a noun, just a single noun, they are adding so many modifiers with that noun, and it is an extensive form, expanded form of a noun. It actually functions as a noun, but at once you look into that sentence, we cannot identify it's just a noun. It's a combination of words. It's a noun, but it looks like a phrase, a group of words. Such words which are acting, such phrases which are acting as noun is called as noun phrase. Noun phrase has a noun and its modifiers in it. Okay. Then let's look on to the next, that is noun class. What is noun class? Noun class, a class is doing the function. A class is acting as a noun. That is called as noun class. For example, the girl who came yesterday is my sister. The girl who came yesterday is my sister. We can just say the girl is my sister, isn't it? But we are adding some more information. We are adding a subject is there, a verb is there. We are adding some more information in that noun as a class. The girl who came yesterday is a class, is my sister. The girl who came yesterday is a class. It's a noun. It acts as a noun. Okay. The girl who came yesterday is my sister. Here the girl who came yesterday is a class. It has a subject and a predicate. Within that sentence, it is acting as a noun. And so this class, a class which is acting as a noun is called as noun class. This noun class will start with that, which, because. This noun class will begin with some words like that, which, where, whom, what, whatever, wherever, and so on. This is a noun phrase. A noun phrase is a group of words that does the work of a noun, that is doing the work of a noun. Noun phrase is a group of words that is doing the work of a noun. What is the definition for noun phrase? Noun phrase is a group of words that does the work of a noun. Take your book and take page number 18. What is the definition given in your text for noun phrase? A noun phrase is a group of words that does the work of a noun. Example, I enjoy old black and white movies. Here, old black and white movies is the noun phrase. Old, black and white are the modifiers for the noun movies. We can just say I enjoy old movies. They are using some modifiers along with the noun. Next, the new plush apartments are rather expensive. Plush means comfortable. The new plush apartments is the noun phrase here. They can just say apartment. The new plush, they are adding some modifiers. Modifiers plus noun becomes a noun phrase. Next, a noun class is a dependent class that acts as a noun. Noun classes begin with words such as how, that, what, whatever, when, where, whether, which, whichever, who, whoever, whom, whomever, and why. Noun class is the dependent class. It's a subordinate class that acts as noun. It is not the main class. It is the subordinate class. It is dependent class. It is depending on the main class that begins with words like that, which, whichever, whether, what, whatever, whomever, why, etc. For example, whichever creature left these footprints behind must be truly humongous. Here, whichever creature left these footprints behind is the noun class. It's a class, it's a subordinate class that acts as a noun here. My biggest weakness is that I don't practice enough. Here, that I don't practice enough is the noun class. Is that clear?
A noun clause is a subordinate clause that is used as a noun. A noun clause may be used as a subject, a predicate nominative, a direct object, an indirect object, or an object of a preposition. For example, what I need is my own room. In this sentence, what I need is a noun clause being used as a subject. Another example, that Tim Fallon is a talented writer is an understatement. In this sentence, the noun clause that Tim Fallon is a talented writer is being used as a subject. Another example, predicate nominative. The happiest time in my life was when we went to Jamaica for the summer. When we went to Jamaica for the summer, the noun clause in this sentence is being used as a predicate nominative. Another example, another course in computers is what the guidance counselor recommended. The noun clause, what the guidance counselor recommended, is being used as a predicate nominative. Direct object. She believes that lost time is never found again. In this sentence, the noun clause that lost time is never found again is being used as a direct object. Direct object, another example. The Greek astronomer believed that the sun orbited the earth. In this sentence, the noun clause that the sun orbited the earth is being used as a direct object. Indirect object. We will give whoever wins the contest a prize. In this sentence, the noun clause whoever wins the contest is being used as an indirect object. Another example of an indirect object. The judges will award whoever has the most original costume a prize. In this sentence, the noun clause whoever has the most original costume is being used as an indirect object. Object of a preposition. He has given a speech about how he was elected to the Senate. In this sentence, the noun clause, how he was elected to the Senate, is being used as an object of a preposition. Another example, object of a preposition. Pastor Francis has a kind word for whomever he meets. In this sentence, the noun clause, whomever he meets, is being used as an object of a preposition. Here is a list of common introductory words for noun clauses. How, that, what, whatever, when, where, whether, which, whichever, who, whoever, whom, whomever, whose, why. Note, some of the words in this chart can also be used to introduce adjective clauses and adverb clauses. The word that introduces a noun clause may or may not have a grammatical function in the clause. For example, do you remember who painted wild horses in the bay? The word who introduces the noun clause and serves as the subject of the verb painted. Here's another example. Miss Ella Chen, an environmentalist, will explain what the greenhouse effect is. The word what introduces the noun clause what the greenhouse effect is. The word what introduces the noun clause what the greenhouse effect is and serves as a predicate nominative completing the meaning of the verb is. Another example. Millicent said that she would be late. The word that introduces the noun clause that she would be late but does not have any grammatical function within the noun clause. In some sentences, the word that introduces a noun clause can be omitted. For example, he told us attendance is improving. The introductory word that is understood, even though it has been omitted. Another example, the judge mentioned he was born in France.
Noun phrase. Do you know what noun phrase is? Noun phrase makes the noun more specific. Like when we say woman, which is a noun, it can refer to any woman in general. But when we say the mysterious woman in black, it means we are making the noun woman more specific. Similarly, when we say car, it means car can refer to any car in world. But when we add something to modify noun car, such as the green sporty car, then we are making the car more specific. Whatever we have added to modify car is called modifier. Noun plus modifier is called a noun phrase. As here, the green sporty car is a noun phrase. In this, the green sporty is a modifier and car is a noun. So, a noun phrase includes a noun and the modifiers. The definition of noun phrase is: a noun phrase consists of a noun or pronoun which is called the head, means main noun or pronoun, and any dependent words, means modifier, before or after the head. Dependent words give specific information about the head. A noun phrase can be a determiner plus a noun. Our friends have bought a house in the village. In this sentence, our is a determiner and friends is noun, and both together are forming a noun phrase. those houses are very expensive. Here those is a determiner and houses is noun, and both together are forming a noun phrase. A noun phrase can also be an adjective and a noun. Our closest friends have just bought a new house in the village. In this sentence, closest is an adjective and friends is a noun, and together they are serving as noun phrase. In the same way, new is an adjective and house is a noun, and together they are acting as noun phrase. A noun phrase can also be a quantifier plus determiner plus noun. In this sentence, all those children are waiting for food. All is a quantifier, those is a determiner, and children is a noun, and together they are forming a noun phrase. A noun phrase can be just a noun or a pronoun. People like to have money. Here people is a noun used as a noun phrase. I am tired. In this sentence, I is a pronoun used as a noun phrase. Noun phrases order. Before the head of a noun phrase, determiners comes first, then adjective, then nouns acting as modifier. The spoken stress is normally on the head. In a heavy iron gate, a is a determiner, heavy is adjective, iron is noun modifier, gate is a main noun or head noun. Here, while speaking, emphasis will be on gate. In your dark blue woolen jacket, your is determiner, dark blue woolen are adjective. We do not have any noun as modifier here. Jacket is main or head noun. My two favorite superhero films. We know that noun phrase is noun plus modifier. Modifiers can come before or after the noun. Ones that come before might include articles, possessive nouns, determiner, possessive pronoun, adjectives, and or participles. Here, a and the are articles. Rita's, the neighbors, the army officers, and Jimmy's are possessive nouns. Our, her, their are possessive pronouns. That, big, spotted are adjectives. The barking and the well-trained are participles. Modifiers that come after the noun might include prepositional phrases, adjective clauses, participle phrases, and or infinitives. Here on the bench, in the front, behind the fence, and in the attic are prepositional phrases. That chases hens and that looks happy are adjective clauses. Whining for a treat, trimmed at the grooming salon, and walk daily are participle phrases. To catch, to train, and to adopt are infinitives.